know you like what you've seen so far. From engineering, to nursing, to business, to internships across the world, Southern University will help you reach your potential. My school offers a great education, encourages community service, and yes, it lets you have fun too. Call or visit our campus to discover all the great opportunities at Southern University.
You know, you play in your building, you want to win each game. So, and plus it was senior night. It didn't turn out the way that we would have liked it to. But at the end of the day, you know, I still have to tell those seniors and tell those guys in the locker room that I really appreciate how resilient that they've been all season long. And it's to their credit that they clinched the conference championship regular season, you know, a couple of games in advance. And so, you know, that's another example of doing your work while you can, because you never know what'll happen. You're always an injury away from being at the top to the bottom. You're always one bounce away from winning the game and losing the game. So we want to take advantage of every opportunity. Unfortunately, we didn't get it done last home game, but also hopefully that can be a learning conversation for us to have as we go into the conference tournament.
There's obviously not the carrot of the NCAA tournament out there anymore. What have you told the guys about what's at stake for y'all in the SWAC tournament?
You know, at the end of the day, it's all about, it have to be about a pride issue. And that's representing themselves, representing them families, representing this basketball program they play for, and representing the university and the alumni that support it. You know, at the end of the day, no matter how you try to psych it and turn it around, you know you empty at the end of the day. And my responsibility of what I'm trying to do, and ask a lot of questions, to get all motivation that's equal to someone that do have a chance to play. And that would be my push as it relates to getting this team ready to compete in this tournament.
I mean, from what I've seen, you've got a group of guys that have that competitive fire that it doesn't seem like that'll be an issue getting them up to play. They play and they want to win.
I think at the end of the day, we have very good basketball character. And I think at the end of the day, in the last couple of years, we have brought in guys that's used to winning. And used to winning is embedded. I think that once you taste it, you enjoy it. And then I like the guys in the locker room because I think they have a competing spirit. But at the same time, I do understand the little issue, the little push of more to play for than some. And I just want to get that out there and clear their minds of that so they can have a fighting edge as well. And if we come out and play the way we're capable, and I believe in this team, I believe that they'll stay resilient, win, lose, and draw, that they're going to play their hearts out. And that's all I can ask for from this basketball team.
Just knowing what it felt like last year, I'm sure that's got to be some motivation to win that tournament. Was special for you guys, and I'm sure some of those players want to relive that and kind of keep it going, because you don't hang your head on, you know, losing a conference championship in a conference tournament. Well,
I think at the end of the day, you have to really put it in perspective. They felt that way because they was going to the NCAA tournament as well. That's why you had a conference tournament. And so it'll be, we always want to be the champions. It won't be the same. It can't be the same. But you do want to win the championship. So that's a balance that we have to find within each individual to have that push for the same motivation. Because obviously, if you're going to play to go to the NCAA tournament, it's a lot more at stake than where they are right now. And, you know, I think the thing is being true feelings with the team. And once you understand that, now you find the other why you're going out there. And that's to go be prideful about yourself and play the basketball game.
Does it hurt any more knowing how close you were with Gonzaga and just knowing that, I mean, you're right on the brink of competing with these top NCAA teams?
Yeah, I think it's disappointing in the fact of you trying to move your program forward. You know, we're one big tournament conference, and so you're gonna get that one chance, and also you try to do your best, because at the end of the day we got an NIT invite already that we can't take, And so that really hurts when you're talking about recruiting, moving your program forward, and trying to be one of the better mid-major programs in the country. So we got to find a balance of getting that all back. And but I think this is a good test of character of these guys going to this tournament and being able to play in this tournament and to go out and try to represent ourselves well.
I imagine it was difficult, especially upon first hearing the news, to refocus, to get those guys reset. But that was my speculation. How difficult was it for them, do you think, to handle and process? And have they now processed that and move on, or is there still that lingering feeling of disappointment?
Well, you know, some of the guys often still have conversation with me about it. You know, that was probably some of the toughest news that I had to deliver, being that you're in the middle of a season and you find that out. And so I think at the end of the day, student athletes come to get education, and in basketball you come to go to the NCAA tournament. And so when you have that taken away, you can't help but to be distraught. And now you got to regroup and find a balance for yourself. And each individual person have his own balance, and I have to find that out with each individual person and as a team. And so that's been a tough moment. We try to put it past us, and as much as we try to put it past us, it's always in front of us, though. And so at the end of the day, that's the reason why I think that this team has really showed itself well by how they've been handling it, the information that was given to them, and then to be able to go out most of the nights and win basketball games, you know, you have to clap your hands for those guys.
Moving forward, Coach, just talk about the itinerary for Houston and what you guys plan on doing over the next couple of days and the format, the way it's set up. You guys have a bye and then you play and then you're off again. How do you balance all of that?
You know, at the end of the day, you know, right now we're preparing for 2 basketball teams. And in the winter of that one, you know, we'll get that information overnight and then prepare strictly for that team. So right now we're more concerned about us reviewing everything that we do and trying to keep them sharp and keep those guys fresh. What I think is important is that the guys go enjoy the moment. I don't want to put any added pressure on them as this got to happen because you can't go to the NCAA tournament. I think that's unfair to them, being that they've been treated unfair this far. So I want them to go enjoy this experience, come together as a brotherhood, and be ready to represent ourselves the best we possibly can.
Can you sort of describe that SWAC tournament atmosphere, Toyota Center, beautiful stadium, you know, a lot of different fans from a lot of different cities there. What's that like?
Well, I will say you got to give credit to the conference for stepping it up a whole nother level. This will be our first year in the building.
Okay.
And I expect for it to be an electrifying experience. I know that our fan base look forward to arriving over in Houston. And we also want to make sure that they do. So we want to be there for the long term to be playing on Saturday.
How's Damien?
Damon would not make the trip. He would not make the trip, and you know, that's another person that we could have used. But at the end of the day, you know, we got to get other guys stepping up, and you know, he's been an integral part of what we do all season long. And unfortunately, he won't be able to go with us, but we'll just have to find another person to step up, like they've been all season long, and help lead us to where we need to go.
Bryce and Frank will be the 2 guys you would turn to?
It'd kind of be like the rotation that we've been doing the last few games. Frank, I'm happy the way he's been coming in the game, playing his bag-up role. And then, like I say all along with Bryce, it really haven't been about his abilities. It's been about the mental edge of learning what to do. And I can see him consistently getting better. He still have a long way to go, but we hope that he can continue to grow in this tournament.
A new dawn in Southern athletics approaches.
One measured by the relentless pursuit of academic excellence and athletic glory.
There's just one thing missing from our Jaguar Jamboree. You.
A Southern rebirth is firmly taking shape on the bluffs of the Mississippi.
But to propel the Jaguar Nation to new heights, we need you.
Because Southern deserves
a nation united.